Hey guys, hey, welcome back. I'm not gonna be before you too long. Just gonna take a look at what I got. Take a look at what I got from TFCon. I bought these additions for Soundwave over there to see. I guess not just to see, really to have. I really did not want to walk away from Comic-Con without having something, so that's why I went for a deal that I figure I can go for. Some things were really high priced and does not appeal to me to pay a lot of money for something that when I know I can get it for a better price. And some people went there, they go there specifically to pick up items from Comic-Con, and I'm glad I thought they'd be in a bot mode, but yeah, they're all transformed up. But one thing I can show with these, and we're going to do the normal, the look and the feel. The price I already gave. The price is $100 I paid for this. It came out, I think it was like around 150 or 160 on top of paying $200 for this guy right here. I thought that was crazy. And I like the EMMCs better, which we're going to showcase a little bit with these. So see some tape here that I gotta get squared away, and you guys see me going around with multiple knives. Well, that's me. I'm a knife guy. So I might have cut the plastic here trying to get this off, and maybe it's double sealed somewhere. Slow. Maybe I just leave the knife alone. Okay, I see the edges weren't so bad. Just got to get a little opening here and just slice them open. And this one, probably the last edge. Just, you don't think we should have any issues opening. I finally got this hellified thin package open to where I can. It shouldn't have took that much to open that little package. I've always been curious about these cassettes because I remember I had the original Takara Soundwave. It wraps up real nice. So it's got, look of it is beautiful. It's a beautiful paint for this one. This is always the controversy between Frenzy and Rumble, but I look at it as Rumble, of course. And these guys actually are wrapped up real nice in here. Keep them safe and they look really good. I'll go ahead and get this final one out, then I'll talk to you about what else I just noticed from here. And you guys already probably can guess what I'm going to say anyway. Where's my spudger? See, spudgers have more than one use than just getting stuff out of a package. It can really help. I actually used this to help me with scraping out a fuse in my car. I was replacing a fuse, and this baby actually saved me. That helped me scrape the rest of that broken fuse out, and without having to use metal. You do not want to use metal in a fuse box. Do I need to even expound on that? I don't think so. All right, so one thing I know is they're beautifully painted. They're beautiful cassette tapes. And this one I can tell with, I guess this is Lazerbeak. Has his lasers already. I like, that's cool. They look like quality, not just, they're really well crafted. These lasers on Frenzy. I really do like that. I haven't watched too many videos on these, or if I did, I'll probably skip through them because I really didn't care about the cassette tapes too much when these first came out. I really didn't have a lot of love or interest in them. But, I thought, if I had to have something, let me take a look at them real quick. And they pleased me enough to purchase from TFCon. So I look at this other one I got. This I sat behind Blaster. This is probably Rewind. And it comes in plastic already in the case when I bought KFC Blaster. This is the one from Deformation Space, not transformed up in cassette mode. Weight difference. This is twice as heavy as this or more. These are. This is deformation space one. Now deformation space itself, the blaster is great quality, really good quality. Now these weren't wrapped as great as this wasn't wrapped as great as these, but I think this is rewind for KFC blaster. And I was gonna see if they fit even inside the deformation space one, but I know it fits inside blaster. So not gonna transform them up yet, but just to see the size comparison here, very comparable in size. I think this one for rewind is definitely a little wider, at least with Ravage. With these, they're probably spot on. This is Lazerbeak actually. Let's see, bot like Rumble. Yeah, it's actually wider than Rumble. I don't know how you look at it. Longer, I wouldn't say wider maybe, longer than Rumble. But from that view, looks like it's a little bit of a tiny angle here, but you can barely tell it, But just because of the transformation, it's a little bit of an angle on these new ones. But I guess longer would be the correct term for this, not wider. Pretty much equal nonetheless. So that's interesting. This is a KFC's tape, as I said before. And I already got some guys already transformed up. This is the one with Soundwave Frenzy. And then I have the Ravage from MMC, who's huge. Ravage is huge compared to his counterpart here, so they won't even come close. I actually am glad I got this because I really kind of, I don't know, and I'll get these in the bot mode and we'll talk on them again. But with the MMC ones here, and I'm running out of real estate real quick here. Let me readjust. So as I was alluding to, with the MMC, this is probably the one. I love the size steel on the Rumble. He's bigger. Let me grab a little bot here to give you the size of Rumble's MMC ones. We're not even in bot mode yet, but you know me, I don't do things in order. Pretty much smaller than the X-Transbots version of the Cassetticons, your drag strip here. But I still love the size for them. I just feel like when you pair them up, especially in an animation or something, they pair up real well with the others and still remain the smallest bot. But when it comes to these are a lot smaller. They're more human size. If you look at the one compared to here, which is going to be the same size as Rumble, they're going to be much, much smaller, and they're more human size. I have a couple human guys I'll get out along with these as well, Spike and Daniel from other Transformers. But just to say more on this, I actually, after having this for a little while, a little disappointed in MNC's versions of Ravage. A little too big, very wongly. I mean, just too much articulation, and there's a lot of ball joints, and he's just all over. He never stays steady to me. He's very, very I don't know the word. I guess I could use unbalanced. But it's a great looking figure, but it's just something that I don't take a lot of pleasure in handling. And I have my, I'm not super disappointed in it, but I feel like it could have been done. It could have been made more balanced, in other words. So, very warmly figured. I'm sure this one's going to be a lot more solid, smaller nonetheless, but solid. So when we get them transformed up, I guess I'm more interested. I did a transformation on my other video with him, same one as that. I guess I'm more interested in just transforming this guy, and I have them all transformed up in the end, and Lazerbeak. So those would be the ones I'll be more interested in transforming up. So interesting how they look on either side. Really cool, this Rumble, really cool. We'll see. And then we'll talk more about the human figures in comparison. Yeah, Rumble wasn't hard to transform it up. You don't have to twist the waist or anything like on some of them. You can just, I can use my hands. I only use my spudger to dig out his foot heels. And actually, you can transform straight up, pretty easy without taking too long. Everything just doesn't twist. It just folds in and folds out. So it's pretty easy transformation. on Rumble. And here's his counterpart, Frenzy. And before I transferred Lazerbeak and Ravage up, I was just going to discuss the size and the human figures. And the difference in size with MMC and everything as well. So, just like the cartoon, you always see animation clips where you see them missing their gun somewhere, or something's not shown on them at one particular time or another. I'm sure I probably could lengthen the feet on there to make them stand up a little taller. And there it goes. And why it's not staying out like I want it to. There we go. Much better. So yeah, this guy's got replacement heads. You know, really don't get into that stuff too often. But just out of curiosity, one head was probably laughing and one head's probably mad or something. Yeah, this one's laughing, I guess. No, this one's mad. And the other head is pop right out of there. And the other head is geek laughing. So yeah, they gave him some. I'm sure it's probably pretty easy to slide off, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna venture to do that right now. So yeah, as far as comparisons, I got Daniel, Spike, and young Spike and older Spike just sitting on different figures on my collection, so I just got them down and just we'll look at them real quick in comparison to them. See, really, they're supposed to be about the same height. A little bit under would be Spike in them. But, you know, even on these smaller cassettes, I'll just get Daniel in. This is the one from Hounds. He's, wow, he's much bigger than the one from Masterpiece Hound is much bigger than these ones from Ultra Magnus probably years ago. So, wow. Hard to stand him up, so I have to lean him against him. And Daniel can lean against his daddy, I guess. I don't know. And I guess they still got some human figures of RC and Spike coming out as older figures. And, you know, as far as size and I don't know how much better Masterpiece Collection is going to get as far as sizing up the human figures and them, but just something to take a look at. Just for knowledge's sake, just for entertainment's sake. So there you go. Now get these trimmed up. I might transform Lazerbeak and Ravage, just videotaping it. I mean, it's just while I'm recording, but we'll see. Then I can compare these guys after. Okay, I'm back with these, and yeah, I did transfer up the deformation space ram horn just to get a size comparison before I transform the Lazerbeak, I'm sorry, and Ravage, and they really compare in size really well. And still, I think the one from KFC over there sitting on top of Blaster, and this one is still a little longer. So transform this up when I get all these transformed up, but I just thought I had to do it real quick. And one thing I will say is that the instructions are crazy because this comes in cassette mode, and when you open the constructions, like Vector Sigma Review says, heed and destructions. When you open these up, you get them starting in rope and bot mode, basically, but they're packaged in alt mode. Go figure. All right, let me see how I do with these. Okay, let's see if I did these even right, because pretty intuitive, pretty easy. I didn't have to look at instructions to really worry about it. I was worried about this tail for a minute on Ravage coming all the way up because it's kind of stiff, but the die cast does help these figures out, because looking at even just Ravage's part, which is probably the only one that I was in question about it. There's some thin, like the legs are kind of thin, but the die cast, it being primarily die cast, I don't know if this is plastic. I think these front legs are plastic, but the body, mini die cast piece on this, the rocket launchers are die cast. So I'm thinking the die cast saved it, where I would have probably been little bit worried. And I'm going to tell you the truth, I like the size on this Ravage. It makes me even consider getting rid of this one, my RMX 09 or whatever number it was on that. You know, just because I like this Ravage. I think it fits it better. His mouth opens. Looks pretty good. I noticed that when I was transforming Lazerbeak, you know, he's get this straight. When I was transforming Lazerbeak, I really like those transformations. That I don't know what other reviewers have said too much. I can't remember, but these are actually pretty good figures here. I liked how Lazerbeak got bigger. I mean, he really got bigger here. It really made a big difference. Only thing I'm seeing a problem with Lazerbeak is I think his mouth does open, but no, I don't see. It'd be a good thing if his mouth open. It's not a major thing to me, I guess. I'm thinking his mouth opens, but I don't know how to get it open. But then I don't see anywhere any screws or any levers. I think his mouth does not open. I know his video camera does here. This notch up here with his camera. Yeah, finally got it open. That's kind of tough. And then pulling his head out was a little issue for me. You know, just getting his head pulled out. You kind of like just got to pull it. You know, there's just no way around it. But that's okay. I can get his camera up further, but you know, I'm not gonna push it. You know, past unnecessary amount. It's kind of stiff, so I just let it wear on me to get the camera out more. But you know, it's kind of angling down. But you know, I don't think Lazerbeak's mouth open. That's okay. You know, it's fantastic width span for the size, for the little cassettes they were, and to expand out like that. I think I saw him on one of the animations channels that I have. There's a guy that I watch his animations, and I said, "Ooh, that looks like MMC." But then I realized, no, that was actually this. This was actually the Fans Toys or the RP Robot Paradise's versions of it. So I do like these two. I think it was worth it just to have these two. And then, you know, Rumble, you know, Frenzy, and them here, you know, they look good. They're beautifully painted, beautifully painted, no doubt. And just good to have them here. Even compared to MMC's version, I don't mind that, you know, Rumble's supposed to be bigger than Ravage. Maybe not that much bigger, probably more like these two. So, you know, I don't think we're ever going to get them right with the size of the humans. I'm not going to get the humans back out anymore. And the size of the robots that eject out a blaster and who else? Blaster and Soundwave's chest. I don't think we're ever going to get that. I hope this doesn't take me too long to do this relatively simple transformation on this, because, you know, to me, I don't want to put that much time and effort into it. I know some of these fold up, fold over, become available to fill in the chest. And ram horns got two faces that got to come up. Hope this doesn't take me too long, because I don't want to spend the time on this. Ooh, I think I am going to have an unnecessary issue with these. But yeah, okay, it's coming together. Yeah, as long as it comes together, I can live with this. And don't compare me to Bobby Skullface. I think, you know, when I do a transformation, I still can come up doing a little, you know, when I need to. I can come up a little better. No knock against Bobby, but Bobby used to make me nervous watching him do transformations, man. I'm like, ugh, dude. I told him once, and he actually responded to me a long time ago. I said, Bobby, just try to do a couple practice sessions or or something before you actually do the live transformation, man, because I just thought he would just break stuff. I mean, just break it. Anyway, ram horn's a little smaller than the Robot Paradise's Ravage. Don't really care, because for these, it's the MMCs all the way. Waiting for ram horn to come out. They already got the steel jaw out. And, you know, for rewind and eject, I really don't care. You know, I could use like the one here, which I don't have transformed up. Let's see if I need to do anything special to get this guy transformed. This is the old school. Ooh, this is very loose. I've never even, it's funny, this is still off a new figure to me. I have never used or transformed this one from KFC since I rebought them. I've never messed with them at all. I'm sure this folds out somehow. Oh yeah, this comes down. Whoops. And, you know, I think this lifts up a little bit, and very loose and janky. I didn't really jankily, or whatever you want to say about it. I've never. Ooh, what is this? This comes all the way up for whatever reason. Sure, I'm not transforming it the greatest, but wow, this is so loose. I guess I don't have a lot of stock built up in these. I really don't care too much about these two. I'm knocking everything over again. I was just gonna try to get it up just enough to see, you know, probably half off camera I did that and then realized how, whew, boy. Okay, I mean, you know, this shows you the gap between times. This is you know, KFC's rewind, and, you know, it's dated, you know, pretty badly. This guy, whew. Very soft, very, very dated. Not a good face sculpt. Not very good designed. For the time, everybody's probably just happy to have it, but right now it's just falls short quite a bit. Interesting. You know, it's not how much I'm gonna compare it with. It's not even too much time I'm gonna take on these. You know, it's just kind of interesting to see them. Ooh. Those these are some scary elbow joints. They look like they won't last. You pull on them any kind of way, they're just not gonna last. And Frenzy said, "What are you doing laying against me?" You know. So give you a little size comparison with Fans Toys Huffer. Forgot the name they gave them for Fans Toys, but even Spike is saying, "Man, MNC needs to hurry up, get this thing updated. This ain't working, guys. This ain't working." But either way, there you go. All the stuff that's, you know, just a general look at all that's available really for us as far as the cassettes are concerned. We got some great offerings from MMC, some great offerings there. We got some good offerings for Robot Paradise, you know, especially Lazerbeak and Ravage. Very good offerings there. The bots are beautifully painted, they feel good. They just, you know, they come short when it comes to, you have to compare it to something like these. These are probably a little too big. No doubt they are big, but they're acceptable to me. This one right here, I'm gonna get probably rid of him. Nonetheless, long segment, probably a lot longer video than I really wanted it to be. Sorry about that, you guys. You know, short and sweet is what I like. Short as possible, and sweet is what I like. But nonetheless, you know, thanks for listening to me. Like Skullface says, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm not gonna take this whole line. You guys take care. Have a blessed week, and I probably have another video out pretty soon. I just got another figure in, so hopefully by the end of the weekend. Thanks. Take care.